What to know about Minnesota lawmakers' shootings that killed Melissa Hortman. In the early hours of June 14, 2025, two coordinated shootings unfolded in the northern Twin Cities suburbs. Former Minnesota House Speaker and current state rep, Melissa Hortman, 55, and her husband Mark Hortman, 58, were fatally shot in their home, Champlin, around 2 a.m. State Sen. John Hoffman, 60, and his wife Yvette were shot multiple times but survived after surgery and are in stable condition. Authorities and Governor Tim Walz condemned the attacks as politically motivated assassinations, citing the targeting of two Democratic Farmer Labor (DFL) lawmakers. A manifesto and a hit list naming approximately 70 people, mostly progressive politicians and abortion rights advocates, were found in the suspect's vehicle, identified as 57-year-old Vance Boelter, a security industry figure and former appointee to the governor's Workforce Development Board. Boelter allegedly impersonated a police officer, wearing tactical gear and driving an SUV with emergency lights, to gain access to lawmakers' homes. After the shootings, he exchanged gunfire with officers outside the Hortman home and fled on foot. The FBI, state BCA, ATF, and U.S. Marshals are involved in the search. A $50,000 reward has been offered for information leading to Boelter's capture. Authorities warn he's armed and dangerous, possibly trying to leave the Minneapolis area. Melissa Hortman, B. May 27, 1970, D. June 14, 2025, served in the Minnesota House from 2005, was Speaker from 2019 to 2024, and was a key voice for abortion rights, clean energy, and school lunch programs. She leaves behind two children and a legacy as a formidable leader. Elected to the Minnesota Senate in 2013, representing District 34, survived with serious injuries and is recovering. Governor Tim Walz ordered flags at half-staff, calling these shootings unspeakable and urging unity. Sen. Amy Klobuchar, who shared a close bond with Hortman, described it as an attack on everything we stand for as a democracy. Former Rep. Gabby Giffords, who endured her own shooting, called the event horrific violence. Both parties and safety groups denounced the violence and stressed the need to protect democratic discourse. Law enforcement continues to probe Boelter's motives. Found materials include anti-Trump flyers tied to No Kings protests. Additional names and political gatherings have been flagged, prompting the cancellation of protests and heightened security for legislators nationwide. The incident underscores escalating threats against public officials and raises alarms about the weaponization of politics in America. The manhunt remains active. Do not approach Boelter if seen. Contact law enforcement immediately. Federal investigation continues to uncover whether he acted alone or had accomplices. Ongoing reviews of security protocols as lawmakers and officials nationwide assess threats in the wake of the shootings. On June 14, 2025, politically driven and deadly violence shattered Minnesota's legislature when Melissa and Mark Hortman were killed, and Senator Hoffman's family, wounded in attacks tied to extremist ideology. The suspect, Vance Boelter, remains at large, prompting a massive state and federal response. This tragedy has sparked urgent conversations on the vulnerability of public servants and the imperative to safeguard democratic principles. If you found this report helpful and want to stay informed on breaking political news, manhunts, and public safety updates, subscribe now and join our community that values truth, accountability, and democracy. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a critical update. Your awareness could help protect lives.